back to Stacy So and So. Thank you so much for joining me again this week, and thank you to all the new subscribers. I'm so happy. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad everyone's here. I hope that you find some of the videos I make inspirational, helpful, or you just enjoy them. So since it is a beautiful day, I mean, it's February 15th today when I'm filming this, and it feels like spring outside. It's sunny, it's warm. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to go do a little thrifting. I have some plans. I have some thoughts on some upcycles that I want to do. So I have a little list of things that I am looking for so I can make those happen. And I thought you might want to come along. I'm hoping that I will be able to take you into our local thrift store, which is Heart and Hand. It's run by the local United Methodist Church. But if there's too many people in there, then I may not do that. I don't want to upset anybody. So anyway, I am ready to go. So let's head out. And I am back. I'm sorry I didn't get to do any filming while I was at Heart and Hand, our local thrift store. There were quite a few people shopping today. I didn't want to accidentally catch somebody on camera. It's actually a very small store, so it doesn't take a lot of people for it to feel crowded. Also, they had music playing in the background, and I didn't want to catch a copyright violation, so I wasn't able to film. However, here's my receipt. I spent a total of $21.40, and I got all of this. Oops, just shook the camera. Sorry about that. So give me just a second to organize it out. I'll show you everything I got. Okay, so I got everything out of the bags and folded and organized, so I can show you everything that I got. And again, I only spent $21.40, which is amazing when you see everything that I got. Now, if you saw my last video, you know I was going over my favorite sewing books, and this was one of them, the Refashion Wardrobe. And I talked about wanting to refashion a pair of jeans into this style. There we go. Now, I don't know when I'm going to get started on the project, but I had that in mind as I went. So here's what I found. And I think these jeans were, let me double check. I think they were only like $3 each. These were, yeah, both pairs of these jeans only cost $3. So I found these first. These were in the ladies section. They're way too big for me, but that's okay because it says to start with a pair of jeans that are really, really big. These I'm going to cut down and then use to fit me. I'm just going to use them as make a pattern. And then when I sew them back together, I'm probably going to do like an upcycle distressing on these. They're really in great shape. Nice dark denim. So these only $3. So that's why I got these. Then I went over to the men's section. And these are 40 by 30, which 30 works good for me. It's a little, just a tad too long because my inseam is like 29.5. But these are, it's a brand I never heard of before. Yes, they are quite big. But since the instructions say to start with a really big pair of jeans and cut them down, I went for the largest size I could find. They're in fantastic shape. Again, a really nice dark denim that if I wanted to distress it down, I can, or I can leave them this really nice dark denim. And again, only $3. Couldn't beat it. Now, one other thing I found in the clothing section, because as I was thinking, I knew I was going after denim. I was looking for also like denim jackets or denim shirts. I didn't find any of those today. But I also had in my mind, I love denim and lace mixed together. I love denim and brocade mixed together, or denim with like, you know, patchwork. So, but today I kind of had on my mind lace. And I found this. This is really pretty, even on its own. This was in the women's section. There's not a tag in it. I'm thinking it's maybe like a extra large. Here we go. It's a really pretty chiffon cardigan. And as you can see, it has some beautiful lace detail around the neck, goes all the way down the front and all across the bottom, plus these beautiful lace inset sleeves as well. And although it's pretty on its own, I'm kind of feeling like I want to get creative and add some more to it. And this, I believe, was also only $3. So couldn't beat that. So next, I went over to the linen section, and I always do well there. So let me show you what I got from the linen section. Okay, here we are. Nice big stack. One of the first things I found was this eyelet. I think it's just like a pillow sham, and there was only one of them. It's a little yellowed. I think it might have started at ivory, but I'm going to give it a really good wash, and I think it's going to be perfect. So it's all eyelet, and then it has this beautiful lace all along the end. And the let's see what the linens cost. I think, yeah, this was $1.50. I couldn't have bought all of this beautiful lace trim and eyelet material for $1.50 anywhere. So this was a great find. Let me put that over here. And then I found a second one. These were actually laying together, but they don't match. This is another pillow sham. Just basic white, but I bought it because the cotton lace, and it is all cotton, caught my attention. So I will be definitely taking this lace off and using it on future projects. Again, like $1.50. And as I continued to dig, I started finding some things too that I could use to make for appliques on items. And this is a simple, it's just a curtain. It's a panel curtain. Look at the flowers. Isn't that pretty? I love it. And I was like, you know, I could definitely cut out these flowers. They're embroidered on, but I could certainly cut them out and use them as appliques on future projects. And this also, I think most of their linens are just $1.50, is if they're individual pieces like this. So I got this. Then I found, make sure I got all of them. There were 1, 2, I thought there were more of these. Oh, yep. 3, 4. There are 4 of these. These are just simple panel curtains, all white with a scalloped edge. And look at the flowers on them. Aren't they pretty? And again, these are embroidered on. And I thought, you know, I could definitely use these also as appliques. And then all throughout the curtain, you have the little small flowers as well. And I found 4 of these, so a great deal. And they're in fantastic shape. There's not a stain on these. Then the other thing I found, because I was, you know, thinking lace, also in the curtain section. Let me hold this up for you. There you go. This is actually a lace curtain. It's very long. In fact, we weren't sure at first until we saw the top. We thought maybe it was a tablecloth. And you can see the lace across the bottom. It has a beautiful scallop on it. So I will definitely be putting this to use as well. Again, I think this was like $1, maybe $2. Couldn't beat that. Then I found this one. I may have to stand up for you to see all of this. The most of it is this just basic chiffon voile, and you can see there's some damage on it. I really don't know if I'll be using this part. I probably will find something for it. But what caught my attention was the beautiful lace on it. Let me hold this up. Here we go. Isn't that wonderful? I can certainly cut that out and use it. There's a lot of it. Look at the little scallop across the top. Isn't that pretty? I love it. And then all across the bottom is this, more lace. I love it. And I said, I think this cost me like $2. Perfect. And there was only one of them. So then I was also thinking, I'm like, what else could I applicate? Because not everything I do is going to be white and denim, but I wanted to have some color. And I found vintage sheets. I love a good vintage sheet. Look how pretty. And it's just a king size flat sheet. I love the daisies and the flowers. Let me see on this side. There we go. So I could cut out and use the flowers. I could use, I mean, there's enough material here for me to make a dress out of or a skirt. So we will see. I don't have a specific plan for this yet, but I saw it and I thought, you know, for $2 or $3, I'm not passing it up. And I was thinking too, I'm like, you know, I don't always want bright colors. And I found this one. This is also just like, I think this is this is actually a fitted sheet. So, but I love the romantic, beautiful shades of purple and lavender and white. The flowers are gorgeous. I think there's also some light gray, and the background is like a pastel yellow. So being able to cut these out to use as applique will be perfect, I think, for some of my projects. Because like I said, I don't always want bright colors. Sometimes I want sweet and romantic, which could also mix really well with the amount of lace that I got. So that is my haul for today. I can't believe I only spent $21.40. And so you will see these items appear in future projects as I continue to do more and more upcycle projects. So thank you for joining me again today. I hope you enjoyed my little haul. Have a wonderful day and happy sewing.